Isn't that right, Mondo Orada?
Wait! No! This can't be right! Where's your evidence? Yeah! Where's your evidence? You need evidence! You need proof! Without any proof, you can't pin any of this on him!
Bullet time battles. Okay, what's been added? Fever time and nega time. If you press the R right bumper, fever time will activate and the tempo will be forced to its max. At this point, even if you push the buttons at random, you won't miss. So you can push AY, AY, however you want to destroy the opponent's verbal assault. But this only lasts until your focus gauge runs out. So make the best possible use of your time. Of course, it wouldn't be fair if only you got special time, right? So we've prepared something called nega time that your opponent can use. If the opponent activates nega time during a bullet time battle, your tempo marker will disappear, making it quite a bit tougher to hit the buttons in the rhythm. If you were to activate fever time at this point, okay, I assume they cancel each other out. If your action difficulty is set to gentle, this doesn't exist, blah blah blah. Alright, so I'll hold on to fever time until he uses nega time. And I'm not arguing with Mondo, interesting.
Show me some evidence! You're wrong! I won't listen! I refute you! False! Show me some evidence! I won't listen! I refuse to vote! Show me some evidence! You're wrong! I won't listen! I refute you! False! Show me some evidence! I won't listen! You're corrupt! I refuse to vote! I refute you! False! You're corrupt! Show me some evidence! I won't listen!
Wow, okay.
Show me some evidence!
This should prove it.
Whew, man, that was a little hard with the negative thing, but
If my thinking so far is right, Mondo must have replaced his broken handbook with Leon's. In which case, we can just check each of our handbooks right now.
Yep.
Once we do that...
We don't gotta do that.
Huh?
Yeah. Yeah. I did it. I killed him.
why? Whoa, I got more points than last time. Damn. The hardest part of the class trial so far? It's probably the hangman thing, but that's just because I'm terrible at spelling, and I'm glad it hasn't come up too often so far. But during like the main like make your argument things, I'd have to say the hardest part of those is figuring out whether you need to use a piece of evidence you have or memorize something and then use that as evidence. Other than that, it's not that hard in particular, which is why I'm glad I put it on the hardest difficulty. But I'm sure things are going to get much, much harder.
Bro, what are you saying?
I got no choice, man. After hearing all that, I gotta just give up. Go ahead, Monokuma. Get it over with. Ask for the goddamn verdict.
Roger that.
Wait, hold on!
No waiting, no holding on. Time for the moment we've all been waiting for. Grab your lever and give it a yank! Who will you elect as the Blackened this time around? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
But why? I still don't understand why he did it. I still miss Chihiro.
What?
Well, this time it looks like... No, you got it right again. Yes, it so happens the blackened that killed Chihiro Fujisaki was... Mondo Owada. In case you're wondering, the vote was not unanimous. Kiyotaka chose the wrong answer. You're treading very close to the danger zone, Mr. Ishimura. You must be more You need to be more careful. I refuse to believe it. There's no way. No way he would kill someone.
Sorry.
Sorry.
What is
What?
this?
Why are you apologizing? Why? 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 Why did you do it?
Now then.
Well, it looks like Mondo's taken a vow of silence, so allow me to explain on his behalf.
Actually,
The story of the murder this time is the sad story of two men. Oh, but for anyone who doesn't really want to hear that, they can hit B to fast forward through the text. Anyway, there was once a young boy, and his name was Chihiro Fujisaki. He had an extreme inferiority complex regarding his own lack of strength. You're so weak, even though you're a boy. He'd heard that things like that for such a long time, as long as he could remember. And he couldn't overcome his weakness. On the contrary, he tried to hide it and buried himself further and further into that weakness, to take on the frail form of a petite young girl. He had chosen that as his way out. Nobody will be able to say anything, even though you're a boy. But no matter how tightly he wrapped himself up in a shell, that inferiority complex had taken deep root inside of him. It was not so easily weeded out. As it turned out, the shell was completely empty. The complex didn't disappear. Instead, it only grew stronger and stronger. I'm weak.
Weak.
It makes me feel worse. Once the killing game had begun here at the school, he had no choice but to accept his fate. After all, this world is survival of the fittest. If you're not strong, you don't survive. And then the lovely and hateful Monokuma announced the revealing of embarrassing secrets, which of course included Chihiro's embarrassing secret, which I was more than willing to divulge. Even though he dresses like a girl, Chihiro is actually a boy.
hey,
And that was something Chihiro couldn't let anyone find out, no matter the cost. If that was revealed, it would be the end. The hardened shell would crack and the armor would fall away. Without a doubt, those around him would torture him more than ever before. Everyone figured being thrust into such a dilemma must have sent him spiraling into despair. And yet...
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, I don't really want to talk about it right now.
But
But I also don't want to leave things as they are, so maybe I can talk about it later. After I try my best to become strong, then I can tell everyone. Annoyingly, he used the threat of discovery to motivate himself to become stronger.
that's right.
Now's my chance.
I want to change.
I'm going to get stronger and accept who I am. Strong enough so that when someone says, even though you're a boy, I'll be okay, I'll get better. And with that thought at the front of his mind, he resolved to take immediate action. And so, the day he made the commitment to begin exercising, he was prepared to retain his mind and body. But sadly, that would be the first and only chance he would get at it.
hey,
When he decided to start exercising, he thought it would be good to ask for someone's help. But he wanted to tell that person his secret first, and then ask them to help him there. And that person he went to,
That's right.
it was me. Yep, it sure was. The biker gang fella had been painfully clear about how important his manly promises were. So Chihiro probably figured that even if he confided in Mondo, his honor would make him keep the secret.
uh-huh.
Plus, Mr. Macho Mondo was the very symbol of a strong man that Chihiro always aspired to. Maybe talking to Mondo about it will help give me some courage. So he went and asked Mondo to help him become strong. That was his aspiration. And he thought that that only with Mondo's support would he ever be able to come close to that.
Correct.
So then, that must be why Mondo did what he did. To keep the promise that he had made to Chihiro. Huh? Did what he did? You mean that's why Mondo carried Chihiro from the boys' locker room to the girls' locker room?
Indeed.
Yes. That's exactly what I mean. Wasn't that the cover-up for what he'd done?
Certainly.
That could have been part of it, but I don't think that was the main reason. The real purpose was to keep the promise between men he'd made with Chihiro. But how does moving the body keep his secret? Because if anyone knew he'd been killed in the boys' locker room, then everyone would have been arguing about how she got into the boys' locker room, right? Once that started up, at least a few of us would have immediately begun to suspect his identity. So he tried to protect Chihiro's secret by putting him in the girls' locker room and stealing his handbook. See? Then Mondo did all that to keep a promise he'd made to Chihiro, who he also killed? Why would he do that? The more I hear you talk, the more I don't understand. I mean, you guys trusted each other, right? So why? Why did you? Because no matter what, I didn't want anyone to know.
I knew it.
So that's what triggered it after all. The possibility of having your embarrassing memory and secrets exposed.
What is this?
That's impossible. Nothing could have been that bad. Something he didn't want anyone else to know, even if it meant to killing someone?
Wrong.
It's impossible.
Don't make me repeat myself.
How many times do I have to repeat myself? To judge others by your own standard is a height of folly. Even if you can't comprehend it, he obviously can. That's all there is to it. Well, while you're on the subject, why don't I tell you? That embarrassing memory, that secret he didn't want anyone to know.
Hey,
You know what Mondo did. He killed his own brother. Ugh. Killed his own brother. Mondo, the ultimate biker gang leader, makes all the hoodlums and riffraffs across the country tremble. But the only reason he had a chance to join a gang in the first place was because of a certain someone. Mondo's other brother name was Daya Owada. Mondo had nothing but respect for him. It was because of Daya that Mondo even ever got on a motorcycle. Mondo's brother was his only family growing up. He was the only one Mondo could trust or respect. He wanted to measure up to his big brother, so he imitated him in everything he did. Mondo was was the epitome of a starry-eyed kid brother. Meanwhile, the charismatic older brother had put together a local motorcycle gang, and before anyone knew it, it had grown into the biggest biker gang in the country. Daya, the older brother, number 1 in the gang, and his number 2, his younger brother, Mondo. In the beginning, everything was peaches and gravy. But when Mondo started to think about how he would have to sometime take the gang from his brother someday, his brother's greatness, his reputation began to gnaw on Mondo's very soul. The kid's gonna take over for Daya, huh? Daya created this gang with his bare hands. Mondo's just along for the ride. Someone like that really be our leader? All that'll do is make our gang look bad. Almost every day, Mondo heard the gossip and whispers of all the other members of the gang, which is why
I
gotta get stronger than Daya. Just one time, no matter what. I gotta
don't
win.
fuck with me.
I don't care what it takes. I gotta come out on top. And on the night of his amazing brother's retirement ceremony, Mondo challenged him to a street race. But during the race, tragedy struck. The kid brother pushed ahead with reckless abandon, eager for victory, and dashed into oncoming traffic. But suddenly, laying in his kid brother's arms, the older brother delivered his final words. My bad, kid. I fucked up. Sorry. Of course he knew it was his brother's fault, but I never blamed him for what happened. Hey kid, the rest is up to you. No matter what, you gotta keep the gang together. 'Cause it's a team, you and me put together. It's a promise between men. He decided to hide the truth from what happened from everyone else in the gang. In order to keep the gang together and keep the promise to his brother, he could never admit to anyone it was his own weakness that caused the accident. And as a result, the team was made even stronger under the banner of the kid who bested his big brother. Dio was going to lose to his kid brother, so he got stupid and got himself killed. Jesus. That became the explanation for what happened. Mondo's lie became the truth. He wanted to lead the team so bad he was willing to tell all kinds of lies about his brother.
I just...
Strong. Strong. And yet, as soon as our killing game began, he realized, no matter how tough he pretended to be, he was just another weakling that could die in any instant. And then the lovely and hateful Monokuma announced the revealing of the embarrassing secrets. At that point, it was clear that I would have no problem shedding light on his secret. Mondo killed his older brother. Okay, it sounds like a JoJo's reference. I need to watch JoJo still. No matter what. I couldn't let the other gang members find out. If that happened, everything would have been ruined. Everything me and my brother had worked to create would have been destroyed. His death, all the guilt I had been carrying around, would have all been for nothing. So that's why Mondo. After I saw what Monokuma had on me, my head filled up with a kind of fuzzy uneasiness. It just started swirling around. I never felt anything like it before.
I
didn't know what to do about it. I wasn't sure what to think or say, but after a while, that fuzziness and fuzzy uneasiness turned itself into a rock-hard lump of anxiety way down in my stomach. And it was right around then that Chihiro asked me to start working out with him. And right there, he told me his secret. Seriously? Jesus.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, sorry I lied to you. But why? Why now? Why are you telling me all of this? Why are you telling me this all of a sudden? Huh? Because, I mean, you've kept that secret all this time, right? If anyone found out, you would...
But...
You're right, but...
I want to change.
I want to change. I wrapped myself in lives. I'm weak. I want to destroy that version of me forever. His words were like a knife in my gut. I felt like he was exposing the lie I had been living myself. I have to change. I don't want to be weak anymore. You're so strong, it can't hurt you, right? Whatever secret Monokuma might tell us.
You piece of...
So what? You're saying I should just say it?
What?
You're saying if I really am, I should just be able to tell everyone my secret? Huh? I was jealous. I was jealous of Chihiro's strength. He had the strength to face his own weakness, to try to overcome it. It was that kind of strength I never had. So I was jealous of him. And that jealousy broke me.
What?
Are you making fun of me? I'm strong? Are you fucking with me right now?
No!
I'm not making fun of you. You really are strong, Mondo. I feel like I could hear something starting to creak. Something inside my head. What did he want me to do? What was I supposed to do? Was I supposed to just sit back and let my secret get revealed and ruin everything?
What's wrong?
What's wrong?
Damn you!
Why the hell did you have to tell me that? Are you trying to rub my failure in my face?
I just wanted to...
No, I just really admire you. I admire your strength.
Yeah, that's right.
That's right. I am strong. Strong. I'm strong. Stronger than you.
You son of a bitch!
And stronger than Daya. I don't remember anything after that. When I woke up again, he was lying at my feet covered in blood. I had a dumbbell in my hand and I was just staring at him down on the ground. I killed him.
I killed Chihiro. Even after all this time, I'm still just as weak as I've always been. And thanks to that, I did something I can never take back.
Mondo. He was normally so aggressive, so angry. He hid that weak side away from everyone. That was his secret. A weakness that lived in a heart like his, and it turned him cold-blooded. God damn it. Bastard. Look at him. You see? You're all just like him. For a secret from the past, for a memory. For that, he killed another human being in cold blood. He couldn't cut free from his regrets from the outside world. He doesn't know he doesn't know what true strength is. Do you see hope anywhere in there? 'Cause I don't. You bastard. Just shut up, you son of a bitch. Go ahead and say it again, I dare you.
Yep.
Okay, I'll say it as many times as I want. Is what I want to say, but unfortunately I can't do that right now. Because the time for the punishing is fast approaching. Punishing?
It can't be.
You mean the execution?
Well now.
That's what I promised you, right? The blackened that disturbs the peace will be punished.
Ridiculous.
Hold on.
Now then, I prepared a very special punishment.
Alright. Fifth one down. No, wait.
Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time!
I said wait.
Sorry, man. I couldn't keep the promise we made. From one man to another.
Fuck, man. This game's getting harder and harder. The hell? The Cage of Death? The fuck? Well, his death was probably faster than Leon's. Laugh at death and your soul will forever be at peace. It can't be. My brother. Another murder and another execution. I want to feel again. Everyone's lives are taken so lightly here. I feel like I might be going mad. Maybe I'll just let it happen. As Taka's sad screams invaded our skulls, we each were forced to realize once again. But he, of course, he had too. What a disappointment. This is the end of the game. Byakuya?
What is this?
You're completely insane, you know that? A game? One of our friends is dead. Do you realize that?
Naturally.
Of course I do. Because this game is life or death.
Hey,
I don't have anything to say to you. I don't have a response except
however,
that I just don't understand why. Why did you go out of your way to disguise Minato's crime?
What?
Why? Isn't it obvious? Because it made things more interesting. His voice was calm, emotionless, like the voice of death. It chilled me to the bone. Last night, when the murder took place, I was in the library as usual.
honestly,
So you ignored the nighttime rule too. That rule never mattered to me. I don't recall agreeing to it.
there is nothing to be done.
Well, I don't particularly care. Please continue. The nighttime grew late, and I decided to return to my room, which is when I stumbled upon him. I spotted Minato coming out of the girls' locker room. After he had gone, I looked inside to see what, and saw the corpse. You mean you actually witnessed the murder? You were such a fool, he didn't have the slightest idea I had seen him.
Well,
So, you're saying you knew who the culprit was from the very beginning?
That's right.
Indeed. But if that had been the end of it, how boring would that have been? I mean, what a waste of time to have the answer revealed right at the beginning. Which is why I decided to lend a little bit of a helping hand. I thought it would liven things up. Did all that to liven things up?
I see.
So after hearing about the genocide Jack in Toko, you decided to use that to create the fake murder scene. But damn, man, if we didn't figure out who'd really done it, you would have been dead too, right? Well, obviously I would have revealed the truth before reaching that point. Of course. Byakuya turned to me and looked me in the eye. I could feel his sharp eyes piercing into me. Thanks to a certain remarkable someone, it never did. And I was able to perform an interesting experiment.
Interesting.
Once I do decide to become blackened, I now know who I'll have to watch out for. What?
Correct.
So that was your reason. Are you satisfied?
Indeed.
Yes. You're done listening to your story. Moving on.
Hey,
There's something I'd like to ask you. Ask Monokuma.
What's this?
Oh, I'm up next.
you.
You like to perform these elaborate executions each time, correct? My question is, why? Do you like them? But you know, this punishment, this despair, it's not just for you. All this punishment, all this despair is my gift to mankind itself.
What?
You're over-exaggerating. I'm not over-exaggerating. These punishments are meant to transform all hope to despair. What do you mean? 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 Mean?
What the heck? Damn it!
Good grief, I don't understand why you have to pick apart every little stupid thing. Whatever, it doesn't matter. In the end, I'm going to stand alone as the victor. And then everything will be revealed to me.
Ooh, how exciting!
Ah, the noble son of the noble family. Truly you understand me. Whew. I think this is the start of a terrifying friendship.
That's enough.
Shut up. I would never stoop to your level as such I would never stoop to the level of a childish criminal like you. Let me just say this. After all I have achieved After I've achieved complete victory, you're up next. I'm going to find you and kill you, understand?
In the name of my family.
In the name of the Togami family, for which victory is a foregone conclusion.
You're getting all riled up.
Ooh, so cool. It's like you're the main character of a video game or something. No trash mob for you. I swear, whatever it takes, I will kill you. Temper, temper. Sounds like somebody needs a nap. Monokuma's laughter peeled across the courtroom, and the curtain closed on the case of Chihiro and Monado, or Armando. But I knew that wasn't the end of it. The killing game would still continue, because the mastermind wouldn't let it end. And for those of us who were still alive, our worst fear and despair kept on multiplying. It was the kind of despair that felt like a blind puppy in hell had more of a future than us. All of our courage, our effort, our friendship, it felt like it was amounted to all to nothing. It was the worst kind of despair.
Well, anyway, like I was saying, this is a pretty good spot. Yeah, a really good spot.
What?
Anyway, isn't it amazing how that girl went and killed someone before things even had a chance to get boring? Once things really get moving, it'll be like a roller coaster. There won't be any stopping it. Fear and despair charge forward at a speed nothing can hope to match. But I must admit, I'm disappointed. I went to all the pain and effort of making you part of the group, and you couldn't play your part.
What?
You do remember you were supposed to make the first move, right? Well, no biggie. Nothing we can do about it now. So just do your best to make things more exciting from now on, okay?
Byakuya? No, there's no way he's talking to
After
Byakuya.
all, that's what everyone wants to see.
There's one thing I'd like to ask you.
As long as you don't want to know my measurements, fire away.
Who is it? The 16th school student. I knew there would be a 16th one because there's 16 spots on the judge.
My, you really took me by surprise there. I know I said you could ask anything, but super denied, ultra denied, demonic denied. Because you see, that's my ace in the hole. And nobody'd be dumb enough to reveal that, right? No matter how close they were to their friends.
What the hell is going on? That just opened up so many more questions. Great. To be continued. Crazy diamond present. And I'm actually going to leave it right there at the beginning of chapter 3. I think that's a good time to stop. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed, and we'll see you all next week. Thanks for watching.